drainage because she has water behind her eardrum. It won't hurt them. So that's good, and hopefully that will help. The problem is we're supposed to go back in 3 to 4 weeks to pick up the hearing aids and have them fit to make sure they fit in her ears. Next available appointment was fucking March. They are so swamped in that ear, nose, and throat department that what is supposed to be a 10-minute, here are your hearing aids, here's how they work, look, to go good, they fit, goodbye, is now scheduled for 3 months out. And if I wanted to move it to a closer location, they were scheduling that location as far out as next December. And you wonder why the healthcare CEOs are getting murdered in this country. Like, seriously. Oh, you're having problems hearing, and we've got hearing aids that are going to sit in a drawer for you for a year? That's fucking bullshit. As it is, 3 months is bullshit. Because they're going to sit in a drawer for 2 months waiting for her to come pick them up. And it's not that she can't come pick them up, it's that they won't see her. They can't see her, they don't have enough people. It's crazy. I've never been I can't do raw honey. And I don't like drinking honey in a lot of things, so I'll never do the honey for sore throat thing. I'm a Hall's cough drop guy, cherry flavor. That's what I do for sore throats. That and a lot of water. All right. What's next? We were upping the output level of the high-speed connectors now that we have an additional. So we're pumping out 2,400 quick wire. So we should be able to handle this now. We don't need that much. Like, it is truly astonishing though that a medical monopoly exists in the area. And they are so overwhelmed with customers that, they can't get enough staff on hand to cover the needs of the area they're serving. And there's absolutely nobody has a problem with this. It's like, hello? Hello? That's fucked up. I want to make sure our quick wire is going up. Yeah, see, this should be set to overflow. There. That should take care of that. Beauty is the failover system's working great because look, as soon as I come down to the next segment, look at all that quick wire waiting to go. It's a thing of beauty. So even though I took the feed and cut it off here, it's not hurting this down here pretty much at all. It's going right along, so love it. Triple redundant array, working great. As intended even. Oh god, I can't stand Ricola. Ugh. I had a friend give those to me in high school and oh man. Just the smell when they opened, I wanted to throw up. Oops. Alright, so by increasing the output of those, that should up the production level of the supercomputers a bit. How many do we actually need for high-speed connectors? 14 per minute. We're producing, I think we're producing double that now. Yeah, we're producing 28 per minute now, so that's good. Most excellent. So then other than turbo motors, which I need cooling systems for first, I think we're good to go with all the manufacturer parts. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, like I said, it's been a long day because the audio appointment was 8 o'clock this morning, which meant I had to pick her up by 7:15 in order to get to the appointment on time. And we did. We just barely made it. So I was up at 6:30 this morning to get ready to go. The dogs were confused as hell. And then I got home at 10 and proceeded to work the rest of the day at work. So it's been a long day. I almost canceled stream. And I may cut it early, we'll see. But I wanted to, at least show you guys an update, see where things are at in here, and keep doing some work. I've also been listening to a new book series that I'm in love with. It's called Dungeon Crawler Carl. And it's a bleak look at the future, as in the majority of humanity is wiped out in an instant. As aliens come and flatten everything on the planet instantaneously, wiping out all buildings, cars, everything, just flattening them into the ground, and everyone inside any of them, at what is essentially 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the survivors are then invited into a dungeon crawl to attempt to beat the dungeon to win their planet back. Otherwise, all the resources are sold off by the corporation that flattened the planet through appropriate channels, through a galactic government. And it's all linked to a television show shown throughout the galaxy. So it is a dungeon crawl. It is essentially the ultimate in Survivor reality show television. In a full fantasy mode dungeon crawl. And I tell you, it is so fucking fun. It's funny. It's ridiculous. And it's just really well written, and it's a great audio series. So there are currently 6 books out. There's a 7th one coming out soon. I started on Friday. I'm already on the 3rd book. Like, I burned through 2 of those books this weekend. So I finished the second one early this morning. Because when I went to bed last night, I had 2 hours and 9 minutes left on the second book. So I bought the 3rd book today and dove right in. The last 100 pages of a 900-page book is real research. That sounds terrible. That just sounds like a bad time to me. I need goofiness and humor. Basically, Dungeon Crawler Carl is a lot like watching an isekai, right? It's instead of him being murdered and brought into some fantasy world, the entire world is murdered and turned into a fantasy dungeon crawl. And he's one of the last 10 million humans on the planet who have a chance to run through this 18-floor dungeon. And the first 2 books only encompass the first 3 floors. So, like, it's a long way to go. And it's been getting better and better as it goes on. So it's a very interesting universe that the authors set up. I'm like, the name and the artwork on the audiobook entries made me avoid the series for a long time until a buddy of mine picked it up and started reading it, and he's like, dude, you're going to like this. I was like, okay. So I picked one up, and in 20 minutes, I was hooked. So, yeah. No, it's really good. If you're a gamer, if you're a fantasy or an anime fan, it's a good book for you. All right. Last 100 pages explains. Ah, gotcha. Oh, you know, we haven't done pressure cubes. Or heat sinks, actually. Let's get those going. I think I didn't because for the heat sinks I needed something I wasn't manufacturing yet. And then I got distracted by doing everything in manufacturers. Whew, getting laggy. Yeah, I got you, Carrie. I get it. Oh, excuse me. I'm just going to be yawning all night. I'm so sorry. My buddy called me to discuss the books this afternoon, and I was constantly, like, yawning and trying. I was in the middle of that afternoon crash when he called, so I was, like, starting to wake back up, and I'm just like, ugh. I was sitting right here, like, half asleep for, like, most of the afternoon. Needless to say, work-wise, I didn't get a lot of progress done. Speaking of Star Trek, tomorrow, no, 3 days until the final episode of Lower Decks airs. I am so pissed. Because this season of Lower Decks has been so fucking good. I don't want to see it end. But unfortunately, we don't have an option. Lower Decks is done. And I would absolutely adore seeing another season of it. But unfortunately, ain't gonna happen. I'm still holding out hope that this new comedy series that they're announcing from Tawny Newsome is going to be a continuation of Lower Decks, but as a, you know, as they become, you know, the crew of their own starship. That's what I'm hoping happens, right? I highly doubt we'll get that lucky. Because, like, I get Lower Decks, they can only keep them in that situation for so long before they start running out of stories, and it feels like they need to be promoted up because they're doing cool shit and saving the day. So, like, I get that it should be a limited run series, but I don't want to lose these characters. So it would be awesome to see them get promoted up to the point where they're handed a ship and given a special mission, and then boom, that starts the new series, you know? Where it's like Star Trek Upper Decks or something like that. Because we know nothing about the new comedy series that's coming, but there is a new comedy series coming for Star Trek. And they've already proven that Tawny and Quaid can do, Newsome and Quaid can do their characters in live action with the crossover with Strange New Worlds, which is honestly one of the best episodes of Star Trek out there. I would put that in the top 5 all-time episodes on my list. And last week's episode of Lower Decks, honestly, is I've watched it twice now. It was that good. I'm generally not the type to watch an episode over and over again, especially right after seeing it the first time. All right. Let me get this over here hooked up. Excuse me. Oh, these stupid yawns, I'm sorry. Fuse module frames. Okay, we're not making those yet, but we are making radio control units. Oh, we've got these. We can make these easy. In fact, I'm going to have to go way down to get to those things, I think. Oh, excuse me. Nope, wrong direction. That is not high enough. There we go. Relish. Hey, Lilia, how we doing? The Octo Factory is going well. Check it out. Everything is being made in quantity. We are producing along nicely with most things. And I am working on the next layer of stuff now. So factories are going well. We have multiple of these factories now. There's one rocket fuel plant that's shaped like this. There's our aluminum and plastics factory, which is shipping aluminum, plastic, and rubber back here. And yeah, it's all going quite well. And of course, we have our fixins factory going. Oh, we should go check on the stars. Let's do that. Been bedridden for 5 days of back pain. Oh, I understand how that is. I'm actually getting back pain because of bed. My lower back, man, I can't seem to find a position to sleep in where I don't wake up sore. I'm working on it, but it's just annoying. Like, the positions I want to sleep in will cause back pain. The positions I don't want to sleep in or can't sleep in, won't cause back pain, but I won't get any sleep, or will cause some other pain. That's like, we're gonna go out Route 1. We're good for a return trip as well. Are you out of bed and about now? Or are you still in bed? Because I find my best solution is to sit in this chair. Because I have the best back support here. And, you know, I sit in a proper position and I start feeling better after a couple hours. So I end up at my desk more often than not. Out of bed and sort of out and about. That's good. Progress, right? That's the important thing. Alright, I do see stars. I just realized I gotta probably hook them into the storage system though. Yeah. All right. So that is an output point there. I need an input point. Is over here. Or no, I want output too. That's too close. Which direction is this going? It's going this way, so that'll be right. Okay, we're gonna come under here. I'm gonna yawn some more because I'm a terrible human being. There we are. Okay. I need a little Christmas theming. Trying to think what else I need to do over here. I think that's it. I think we've got our stars set to store them. I just need to wait for 100 of them, which we might already have. I think if I took these and stuck them on all the trees outside, they'd come after me. For copyright violations. Oh, gosh. That ain't gonna work for a while, yep. What, bud? What are you woofing about? And he's like, she's gotten up and she's all rough. Oh, Lethal Company. Friday night released a Christmas update. We're going to play it. I don't know when it'll be on stream. Cheesy and Sokka have been out of town all weekend, so they're getting in late tonight. So we won't be playing tonight, but maybe Wednesday night we'll be able to do an on-stream play. Basically, the biggest change is upgraded instance of presents instead of regular loot, and there are now some snowmen on the appropriate worlds, so like on Titan. That's about it. It's not a huge big deal update, but it's fun. I'm trying to think. There was something else I wanted to talk about. I don't remember what it was right now. Is that the actual song you wanted? Or is that